What's up, what's up, what's up, my fellow Tauruses? I wasn't actually sure how to say that, but okay. What's up, Taurus? Thank you for coming. Please like, share, and subscribe to my channel. Set that notification bell so you always know when the next video does go live. Thank you for joining me for Becky's House of Cards. This is going to be a quick reading on what advice do you need. It's going to be a little bit different than my other readings, okay? So I'm just going to pull one tarot card and then some oracle advice to go and just kind of like reinforce what it is that Spirit is trying to tell you. I do want to give a disclaimer on this video because I've done a few of these already, and I have noticed that this is Source kind of calling you out. Okay, so whatever messages come through, understand first and foremost they are general, and secondly, this is Source trying to get you out of something that has been possibly plaguing you or creating some sort of discontent in your life for some time. Okay, I'm not the one who makes this up, I'm just the one that delivers the message. All right, so let's get into it. I don't want to take too much time. This is going to be a short video. But Source, what messages do you have for Taurus? What advice would you like to give Taurus to help them along their journey? What advice does Taurus need from you, Source? What do they need to hear? What advice do you have? Whoa, okay. Thank you, Source, for throwing that out at me. Thank you for being like that. I love that. I'll take that. All right, so let's put that up there. And we'll get our first cards. What advice do we have for Taurus? What advice do you want to pass on to Taurus, Source? Whoa, okay. All right, thank you, Source. And the reason that I'm not shuffling on here is because everything was pre-shuffled before I came on, because these are short videos, okay? What advice do you have for Taurus? What advice? Whoa! Okay, Taurus, so Source has a lot to say to you today. So let me get these. You had two come out. So I'm just going to take them. They might mean something. What advice do you have for Taurus, Source? Thank you. Okay. And last but definitely not least, let's get a Shaman Oracle card. What advice do you have for Taurus, Source? One card at a time, please. One card at a time. What advice do you have for Taurus? Okay, this... Whoa! No, not that one? Okay. Well, I won't take that one then. I thought that was the one they wanted, but no. Just kidding. What advice do you have for Taurus? One card, please, Source. Alright, they want this one. Alright, so let's see what we got going on here. Alright, we have the Ten of Pentacles in reverse. Wow. Okay. So the energy right off the bat is they don't deserve that. This is the energy that's coming in from you, Taurus, okay? You are seeing someone that you cared about at one point in time get something that you feel like you deserve over them. I just take a breath because I just want you to know, Taurus, that everybody is on their own journey. And if somebody receives something before you do in this journey, in this life, it is because you don't know what work they put in behind closed doors. It's not there as a form of saying, ha ha, you didn't do it. This is a form of Spirit saying you can also have that the more willing you are to let go of these things. Okay? This could have been somebody getting money over you. This could have been somebody getting love over you. This could have been somebody getting some sort of material manifestation that you wanted, but you couldn't really bring it into fruition for some reason, okay? And oftentimes when we're not able to bring our manifestations into fruition, it's because A, we're not in alignment, and B, it might not be exactly what it is that we're meant to do. And sometimes that's hard. Like, that's hard, especially when you've worked really hard on something. And with this Ten of Pentacles here, I see that you have worked very hard on something. But this is in regards to emotional stability as well. So this is really like, I'm getting a sense from the heart here. I'm getting a deep sense from the heart. There was a broken heart. There was somebody that did you wrong, you feel. There was somebody that didn't fall in line with what you wanted them to fall in line with. And Taurus, you're very stubborn. You're stubborn, and when you have a vision on something and it doesn't go the way that you see it envisioned, it makes you really upset. And you have to understand that that is a trigger. Okay, that is coming in as a trigger to you to help you come from a state of unconditional love and seeing and accepting things as they are. And that's hard sometimes, okay, Taurus? Like, seriously, it's very hard because it feels like it's unfair. Like, I'm just getting this sense of why. Like, it's not fair. And I'm brought to this statement, and you guys maybe have heard me say this before as well, but I'm brought to this statement, what is fair? That's faith, right? And so this is Source trying to really kind of call you out on your actual faith, your practice in faith. You want to manifest a 10 of Pentacles situation. You want to have happiness. You want to have stability. You want to have the physical manifestations of what you desire. You want love. You want creativity. You want truth. You want honor. You want integrity. These are all beautiful things to ask for. Are you willing to do the amount of work that it takes to get there? Or are you going to sit here and constantly compare yourself to others and saying, why am I not getting it and why are they? Right? When you're in a place of comparing yourself to others, you're thinking that you're not good enough in some way, shape, or form. And Source is trying to point out you are good enough where you are with what you have, but you have to let go of comparing yourself to others because you're not that person you're comparing yourself with. You're not that group of people you're comparing yourself with. You're not that person on a pedestal that you're comparing yourself with. Whatever it is, whoever it is, whatever the situation is, you're not. You're not. You're perfect as you are, but you have to accept that. And until you accept that, you're going to continue to block your own manifestations, and it's going to keep you in a state of feeling brokenhearted. And then when you're brokenhearted, you don't want to connect with Source. It's almost like I'm getting this energy that you take it out on Source. You're like, you know what? Screw you, Source. You're not bringing anything to me. Right? You're not bringing anything to me. You're not bringing my manifestations to me. You're not bringing what I want to me. And you keep finding yourself in situations that are only, it's like I'm hearing one-sided love. I'm hearing that there's a sense of, like I said, this is something from the heart space. Like, you want an equal give and take in relationships. You want an equal give and take in this real world. But right now what's really going on is that you're not getting that because you're in this state of constantly comparing where you're at to somebody else. And it's putting you in a position where you're not actually able to see what it is that you're bringing to the table, okay, Taurus? And again, I'm here, like I said, this is Source really calling everybody out, okay? When I did my own reading for my own sign, I was like, damn. Okay, like, I was like, okay, I got you, Source. Like, I get it. So sometimes you have to be willing to hear the hard stuff. You have to be willing to hear the hard stuff because this is not simple. This is not, it's not easy. Okay, it's simple, but it's not easy. This is not easy to deal with because this means that you have to let go of something that you were raised to believe was real, and that's the societal belief that we are supposed to compare ourselves with others. Wow. We've got Meerkat coming out, responsibility. I just want you to look at this card for just a second. And then I want to bring in, are you taking accountability for your own actions? Or are you blaming everybody else for where you are? Why do I get this sense that somebody told you something, Taurus, and you didn't like what they had to say and you got mad about it, and now you're constantly always comparing yourself to them? And you want to be higher than them. Like, you want to be more loved. You want to be more admired. You want to be richer. You want to have more. You want to have a better love than they have. Like, you want to have everything better than what they have. And it's not like Source is telling you that's not what it's about. Like, when you keep coming at life like that, like, you're always going to get knocked down because Source wants you to come at life with a sense of humility. And that's not always easy on this journey because, again, we were raised to believe that we are what other people say we are. We need to compare ourselves to others. Our bankroll has to be bigger than another's in order for us to be better than another. You're not better than anybody, and nobody's better than you. We're all different. And that's tangible when you allow it to be. It doesn't feel like it right now. It doesn't feel like it. It feels like, you know, I feel like you have this sense of wanting to get back at somebody in a sneaky way. And I just want to tell you, Taurus, if some of you guys are trying to do that, it will backfire. It will backfire. Oh my God. Okay, so let's talk about this one first. whale breach, you need to get out of the environment that you're in. It's time to take something more than just a damn coffee break, Taurus. This is about changing your scenery. You've been planning a vacation? Go take it. You've been wanting to go to the beach? Go for a day by yourself. You want to go to the spa? Go to the spa. You want to get away into the mountains? Go to the mountains. You want to go to the river? Go to the river. You want to go to the lake? Go to the lake. Wherever it is, get in your damn element. This is about going out and getting beyond that surface place that you've been staying in, right? When a whale breaches the surface, it's magnificent. It's incredible. It's mystical. It's otherworldly. Because they're leaving the environment that they know to go into an environment that they're not able to live in, but they still do it. Right? So this is asking you to get out of the normal environment that you built around yourself. Work, family, friends, constantly repeating yourself over and over again. Get yourself out of that environment and go do something for you for once. Because when you do, you're going to see how you can take accountability for yourself. And you're going to see that this is not a plight against you. I just keep hearing that like, oh, well, they got what I deserved. I've been on this journey longer than them, or I've done more than they have, or I've experienced something worse than they have. So I just want to bring up, Taurus, that if that's the attitude that you're bringing to this, and it's okay. Like, I'm not here to judge. I'm not here to be like, you shouldn't be like that. Because honestly, we all experience it. And if somebody tells you they've never thought that way, honestly, like, I'm just going to laugh, because even the best of the best have felt that way at one point in time. This is, you have to understand, like, all right. There's this saying, this statement, this line that says, and it deals with Ashima. And if you guys know what Ashima is, it's nonviolence. And nonviolence is about being kind and compassionate to yourself, and also being kind and compassionate to the world around you. Being able to celebrate others' victories so that you can one day celebrate your own. And there's this line that comes up that says, all the eyes that are standing in front of you looking back at you have most likely experienced and seen something that you yourself could not deal with. So stop putting yourself in this place of singling yourself out, saying that nobody knows how bad it is, because here's the deal. The more that you think like that, the more Source is going to bring situations that trigger that energy so that you can heal it. Okay? And then we've got Autumn Equinox. Release. What do you need to get rid of in your life? What do you need to let go of? Well, I'm just going to say, like, they're pointing this out pretty clearly here. It's time for you to really release this energy, because this energy is holding you back. Open your heart, open your mind, speak your truth, come into a grounded place, because you're not grounded. Like, I'm getting this, you are Earth. Being grounded should come as second nature to you, but you're completely out of your element. Like, it's like you're spending time in fire, you're spending time in anger, you're spending time in, like, greed and in dismal, like, this dismal energy that's coming through, right? And it's like, you have to release. Every autumn, the trees, they don't hold on to their leaves. Could you imagine if a tree held on to its leaves all its life? It would never be able to grow something new. So when you release this, you're going to open up space for you to come into a new belief system, a new being, a new way. Wow, this is such a popular card. Like, I can't make this up. This card keeps coming out. So it tells me that the collective is dealing with something very, very big right now. And they're about to come into a space of healing it for many, and others aren't. So this is Henry VIII, and he says, act like a gentleman and you'll feel like a king. So it's time for you to start acting noble. Stop thinking that you need to be where this person's at, because you have your own journey to attend to. And the more that you think you need to be where this person, this place, this situation is at, the less you attend to your own journey. And that is going to keep pushing it back. That's going to keep pushing back your own success. It's going to keep pushing back your dream. That's going to keep pushing. You're basically putting yourself on the back burner because you're so concerned about what this other person is doing. I feel like it's another person. Okay. It says a rose has thorns. Cultivate kinder flowers. Okay, so this is a thorny situation. This is really hurting you. This hurts a lot. This hurts a lot. This is really stabbing you. It's like, why can't it be the way that I wanted it to be? Well, Source is trying to tell you there was something to learn from it. That's why it didn't play out the way that you wanted it to, because there's something to learn from that. And it says, loving a great deal means sacrificing a great number. And I felt like this had to do with love, a broken heart, one-sided love, sterility, right? Like that, not being able to impregnate your idea into the physical manifestation that it needs to be in, right? And why is that? Because you're not sacrificing this energy of not taking full accountability for yourself. It's easy to blame others. That's easy. What's brave and courageous is saying, what did I do? How did I maybe make this situation fall apart? And it's not to beat yourself up. It's so that you can begin to observe your own actions in any one situation, so that the next time something like this comes up, you can actually deal with it like an adult instead of a kid. Well, you did. He said. They did. They said. She did. This, you know what I mean? Like, it's like an eye for an eye. That's the energy that's coming through here. An eye for an eye, a tooth for a tooth. But that's not the reality of life. When you keep living in an eye for an eye, you're going to keep getting an eye for an eye. This is about you seeing it as it was and saying, okay, I have enough courage inside of myself to rise above this situation and to honor what it is that I brought to the table. Okay? So then we have, all right, Sage, masculine, south, Jupiter, and air. The number 27, which is 9. It's time for you to close out this cycle. Let's see what Sage says. And I can't remember what Jupiter is tied to, so if you guys know, then you know what it's important to. So I apologize. I'm in the process. We'll just say that. I'm in the process. It says, I am sage. I am sacred. I am here to clear the air, to remove negativity, and to offer you protection. You're already protected. Okay, Taurus? Watch your health and reestablish your connection with the earth. What did I say? You were completely out of your element right now. You're not being nurturing. You're coming from a jealous energy, and that's not nurturing at all. And you're naturally nurturing. It doesn't matter how stubborn you are. You're loving, you're caring, you're kind and compassionate at your true center. And right now you're not embodying that. Meditation is the timeless wisdom of the sage. If you are out of balance or under stress, utilize my healing properties. Communication skills are important. Whether you are giving or receiving, I'm the sacred smoke. I am smudge. You need to start communicating truth to yourself, because you're not being honest with yourself. You're not being honest with yourself. Look, and we have progression. You have 7, 8, 9, and 10 laying out right now. Okay, you're going to get out of this, Taurus, and it's you're going to get out of it once you acknowledge it. And you just honor, like, yeah, maybe I was being like that, but that's okay. I still love you. Source still loves you. There's no reason not to feel unloved because you were coming from this energy. What happens is we get so caught up in ourselves sometimes that we can't see the truth of our own actions, okay? Your guys' video went a little bit longer than I was planning on, but there was a lot that was coming through just with that 10 of Pentacles. So I love you guys. Please like, share, and subscribe to my channel. Set that notification bell so you always know when the next video does go live. And thank you for joining me for Becky's House of Cards. Until next time, go forth boldly, my fellow Tauruses, and courageously find creative ways to rise above in life, laughter, and love. Becky's out of the house for now, but until next time, mwah, peace out. I love y'all. Bye.